Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlined. President Tinubu says Nigeria on track to attain food security. Honorable Arinola's free eye surgery program continues to transform lives. Federal government falls proposed telecom tariff hike. Minister disclosed plans to provide 125-bed facility at Suleja. Representatives probe plight of Nigerians abroad over inefficient consular services. Polytechnics scheme of service verdict soon, federal government says. IMF tax CBN to stop waivers for banks. Zamfara government confirms outbreak of unknown disease. And on sport, Special Eagles unveils kit ahead of AAFCON tourney in Egypt. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has expressed his determination to make Nigeria self-sufficient in food production before leaving office. The president spoke in Niger State during the groundbreaking ceremony for the 84-kilometer, 169.7 billion naira Bida Mina road construction. Tinubu, who was represented by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, promised that the federal government would continue to partner with states that bring development to their people. In continuation of our free eye surgery program, Honorable Arinola Fatima Lawal, member representing Ilorin East constituency at the Kwara State House of Assembly, has commenced surgical procedures for one of the remaining patients, Abdulwaris Abdurrashid, at the Eye Complex, University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital, Okeoyi. This comes after the successful completion of its first phase in February 2024, which saw 50 individuals from across Kwara State undergone successful eye surgery, with 9 remaining patients scheduled for later dates. Speaking with Justeventonline TV, Mr. Abdurrashid Abalaji, father of Abdulwaris, expressed gratitude to Honorable Arinola for footing the bill of the surgery, praying to God to strengthen her more.
Asiri anugba latodo alaja wa Honorable Arinola, Ọlọ́run ọba tó gbé wọn kalẹ̀ fún nǹkan báyìí ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ní gbogbo ààyè tí wọ́n bá wa tẹ̀ wọ́n síwájú, yóò wọlá gbogbo iye erí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ríru àánú báyìí lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ọlọ́run bá wa ṣàánú wọn. Ọlọ́run wọlá gbogbo iye èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan tí Ọlọ́run lò wọ́n fún láàyè yìí báyìí láti fi mú tí ń jẹ́ kùdẹ̀kùdẹ̀ lágbára kálukú mú kó Ọlọ́run àlékún gbígbàdúrà, àlékún tẹ̀síwájú Ọlọ́run bá ṣe fún wọn. Inú wa dùn púpọ̀ pẹ̀lú ilé táwa náà rí láàánú dùn wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn náà sì dùn torí pé àwọn èèyàn náà jẹ́ ká mọ̀ yìí pé wọ́n ti ṣe irú rẹ̀ báyìí fáwọn. Àwọn náà wá connect àwọn náà táwa náà fi wá tí Ọlọ́run fi láwa náà rí irú àánú báyìí gbà lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Ọba tó wá gbé wọn kalẹ̀ fún kálukú báyìí, Ọlọ́run ní gbé wọn kún lẹ̀. Ipò gíga, àyè gíga táwọn gangan òrò, Ọlọ́run gbé wọn síbẹ̀.
The government has faulted the proposal by telecommunication companies to raise their tariffs, emphasizing that increasing data, voice and text message prices is not the sole or optimal solution to the sector's challenges. It also urged the companies to explore innovative solutions to counter inflationary pressures and high operating costs. The Minister of Communication and Innovation, Bosun Tijani, gave this advice at the launch of the Nigerian Digital Economy Report on Thursday in Abuja. The federal government has announced plans for a new 125-bed facility at the Suleja Medium Security Custodial Center, Niger State, to address overcrowding. Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo made the announcement on Thursday in Abuja when he inspected ongoing security project at the Medium Security Custodial Facility in Kuje. Tunji-Ojo also stated that more inmates who escaped from the Suleja Medium Security Custodial Center 2 weeks ago had been apprehended. The House of Representatives has mandated its Committee on Foreign Affairs to carry out a comprehensive investigation into the activities of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Missions. The resolution was second to the adoption of a motion of urgent public importance moved by Mr. Benedict Etanabene during plenary in Abuja. Moving the motion, the lawmaker noted that the federal government had certain motion reforms for effective service delivery in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, parastatals, and missions. The federal government, through the head of the civil service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, has said the schemes of service of Polytechnics in Nigeria will soon be made available. Yemieson stated this in Abuja while receiving the Executive Secretary of the National Board for Technical Education, Professor Idris Bugaje. The head of service, who expressed satisfaction with the working relationship with the NBTE, promised that the Public Service Institute of Nigeria will soon begin the process of the accreditation of its courses. The International Monetary Fund has strongly urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to unwind the regulatory forbearance granted to deposit money banks during the COVID-19 pandemic. It also cautioned against the federal government over the proposed amendment to the Act establishing the Apex Bank, saying the autonomy of the central bank must be preserved. Zamfara State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Aisha MZ Anka, has confirmed the outbreak of an unknown disease in the state. This was contained in a statement issued by the spokesman of the ministry, Ibrahim Bello Boko, and made available to the newsmen. The statement said the illness is characterized by abdominal distension, accumulation of fluid in the abdomen, enlarged liver, fever, and generalized body weakness. The statement added that children are mostly affected and the cases are associated with water consumption. The last on the news is sport. The Nigerian Amputee Football Federation has unveiled the football team kit ahead of the Amputee African Cup of Nations slated for May 18 to 26 in Cairo, Egypt. The ex-Super Eagles International Segun Odegbemi, who agreed to the occasion, unveiled the new Special Eagles jerseys to the world in Surulere, Lagos on Thursday. Odegbami, while giving his remarks, gave kudos to the players for their resilience and commitment towards achieving the best in Africa as a team. And that will be all for the news on Justeventonline TV. Here is a recap of the story. President Tinubu says Nigeria on track to attain food security. Honorable Arinola's free eye surgery program continues to transform lives. Federal government faults proposed telecoms tariff hike. Minister disclosed plans to provide 125-bed facility at Suleja. Representatives probe plight of Nigerians abroad over inefficient consular services. Polytechnics scheme of service dreaded soon, federal government says. IMF asks CBN to stop waivers for banks. Zamfara government confirms outbreak of unknown disease in that state. And on sport, Special Eagles unveils kit ahead of AAFCON tourney in Egypt. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Remember, success is not final and failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I'm Anifat Ismail. Good night.